Yo, this is Premier Battles, where winning matters. The biggest and best tournament in UK battle rap. $3 on the line. This is small room battles, 60-second rounds. Nothing can go hiding in this tournament. You are in a small room setting where every bar, every joke, and every round is scrutinised by 3 judges who will decide who advances in the tournament. This year, we are launching the Where Winning Matters title, sponsored by Cardtricks UK. This is not a belt that you have to defend throughout the year. This is a one-of-a-kind belt, and the winner of this tournament will walk away with not just $3 cash, but also this beautiful looking belt. This is Where Winning Matters, Premier Battles. Let's go.
It's where winning matters. We ain't got time for bullshit, ain't got time for your manners. We wanna see war, man, with a pen out here just causing damage. It's where winning matters. It's where winning matters. We ain't got time for bullshit, ain't got time for your manners. We wanna see war, man, with a pen out here just causing damage. It's where winning matters. See, I'm back up on my graph now. Take a door and back out. See, my money came an issue. So we seated up a grass house. Now I'm cleaning up my rack count. If it's needed, put the cash down. Catch a chopper to the face. Let's sit up beneath your mask now. We all about it, so I'm around me, still ain't gonna back down. Used to call you bro, till you morphed into.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to Premier Battles. Look, I know I first thought things look different. I'm not as gorgeous as Bobby Rex, and I'm not as good as Bobby Rex at doing this hosting malarkey. But let me break down a few things. We appreciate all the feedback from last week's show. We tried something new using StreamYard, a bit of software we've never really tried to use, incorporating the live element of it, and it didn't work. Look, the reality is we had a base where we were filming. Unfortunately, that Feel Weird studio is no longer. We managed to upload and move to 33 Oldham Street, and 33 Oldham Street shut down the following week. So it left us without a base to record our setup, and we're still in that situation. I think it was Cammy that I spoke to outside of this, and he said the reason we have such high expectations of Prem is because that's what's always been delivered, and I think we need to hold ourselves to that. So again, this week, rather than hold things up and not go into a live stream, and don't worry, once we get the quarterfinals out of the way, we will be back to regular programming in a studio setup the second we find the perfect location to make sure we can capture that content and deliver it straight to you. We are going to be trying things, working out kinks along the way, and we're not always going to get things right, but the main thing is we're still delivering the promise that we set out to deliver a live episode every Sunday up until the point we are at the live event format. Speaking about the live event format, shouts to Cardtricks UK for coming on as sponsors of the Where Winning Matters tournament. We'll get into that stage now where things are getting real. We're in round 3 of the group stages, last 16 coming up, and people in the tournament will begin to be eliminated from the competition. Now, as I say, June 6th, we are back to live events at the Engine Room in London. We've gone with the Engine Room because we want the semi-final to feel like it's a closed-in pit, similar to the sort of environment we used to have at the Fiddler's Elbow events. We want a high-intensity event, pit that's so packed in you can barely move, and you feel like you are a part of the battle. And the tickets are on sale for that now, June 6th, the semi-final in London. But the big one, August 1st in London at the Hootenanny. We're going all out on this event. The main event is still yet to be announced, but we do have the Premier Battles champion, Gemini, confirmed to be returning and headlining that card, with the co-main event being the final of this very tournament. Get your tickets now. All early birds have already gone. The second batch are now on sale, but again, there is only a limited number of them before we go to general admission sale. August 1st, get yourself a ticket. But let me know what you're thinking of the way Winning Matters goes. We do take on all feedback. We do pay attention to what everybody's saying. Some people have got ideas that we can't possibly incorporate, but we are always looking for ways to improve this series. And as long as we're delivering high-level battles every Sunday, that is the main thing that matters. Now, the first battle up tonight is an absolute fantastic one. We've got Gasbuff, PB staff member, currently top of Group B, but he does go up against Sam SA. Now, if Sam SA could do the unbelievable thing and beat Gasbuff, Gasbuff, by the way, was Sam SA's teacher in the Academy 25 series. So this is a bit of a student versus master. Sam SA will be looking to take on what he learned from Ghast and the people around him and basically knock out his teacher in the classroom, show him that I was made for something. I wasn't going to be a bin man. Sorry, I got a little bit personal there. I felt like that hit me in all the wrong places. Anyway, Sam SA, if he picks up a big 6 points here, he did manage to pick up 6 from Slestor, who couldn't attend the last round due to being on tour with his band, and Slestor does have Bowsker in the next round of this tournament. So this is all up to play for Sam SA. Gasbuff, as I say, is top of the group, unbeaten at the moment with wins over Slestor and Bowsker, and he'll be looking to cement himself at the top of this group. That isn't 100% confirmed that he is finishing. If Gasbuff gets 30 there across the board, Sam SA levels himself up on points and could potentially see himself topping this group. Same for Bowsker, who does have Slestor on next week's episode. But as my good mate Bobby Rex always says, let's go down to the pit for some battle rap.
Hello, I am Ghast Buff, here for my third battle in the Where Winning Matters tournament. You know, honestly, Jan, I think I've done relatively well in the tournament in terms of points. In terms of performance, not massively happy. Turned up on the first taping, talking a lot of shit, and then didn't feel like I gave a performance that lived up to it. Second round, thought I did a lot better, but Boski, bless him, wasn't really in a position to perform, and I don't feel like Slestor particularly tried in the first battle either, so on some level, I feel like today might be the first real fight I've had, because I feel like the other two have kind of been a bit of a walk, and I wasn't happy with my own performance in the first, but, you know, onwards and upwards. I'm very self-critical.
My name's Sam SA, from Liverpool, battle rap extraordinaire. I think my first battle went well against Bowski, and then I've got a free pass because Slestor was doing other stuff, so I didn't get a battle. But I'm just warming up, just getting ready to cook. The best is yet to come.
The small room format has been a lot easier to adapt to than the short form format. Like, it's much easier to just kind of write around and know that I can just spit through it. I don't need to worry about being put off by crowd reaction. But getting stuff down to 60s, that's been rough.
Adapting to the small room format's been a bit different because the crowds are less, so you're not working off reaction as much. You've got to just try to get your stuff out, and the best rapper should really win because you're not going to win on the room's opinion as much.
Which battlers have surprised you most in the tournament so far?
Kick Nelly. Kick Nelly has come really focused for this tournament. And also, I was slightly worried that Hulk wouldn't really try, and Hulk's kind of come for next as well. So I'd say they're the standouts in terms of like really stepping up their performance.
I think B Rambo's been good in the 60-second round, suits her well. And yeah, I think McCoy's been good as well.
I think based on the performances they've had in this tournament, the one to beat right now might be Crow. Obviously, me and Crow, we've had a judge battle before, which he took the win. So, you know, if we end up in a position to have that salty run back on my side, then I'm more welcome for it.
Hulk or Kingsley, really. I'd say it's between them two, and they're both in the same group. But yeah, I think it'll be one of them going to the final, probably.
What do you think of some of the new battlers in the tournament?
Very impressed with Spirit and Beyond. I think it's really nice for them to be willing to put themselves forward for a new tournament like this, especially as brand new battlers. They've thrown themselves in the deep end, and Beyond's had a little stumble. God knows I've had a stumble in a judge tournament format before, and nothing sobers you up and tightens up your prep game than being in that position. Spirit has really come out swinging in this and might be a sleeper favourite in some people's minds.
Out of the new battlers, I think it's a big battle today. Hamill and Pagan are both battling, and I think them two, that's really like a coming together of a new battlers should be good, and between them, who wins that is going to be a serious contender.
And final question, will we be seeing you in the next round?
Absolutely, man. I just don't see a way that I don't advance, frankly, let alone the top spot. I said I was taking the top spot. I'm still confident I'm leaving with the top spot.
Oh, fucking course we'll be seeing me in the next round. No questions asked.
Premier Battles, we are in Manchester, the Feel Weird studio for Where Winning Matters. If you're with us, make some noise. I'll get it there eventually. Let us know in the comments who you think's winning these battles. But shouts to Cardtricks UK, the official sponsor, and tickets for the grand final August 1st in London are now on sale. That being said, on the right-hand side, let them know who you are, bro.
Yes, it's Sam S.A. The S.A. stands for suicidal arsonist, sexual arslicker. Let's go, lad.
On the left-hand side, try and beat that one.
Hello, I'm Gasbuff. I stand for better things.
This is a judge battle. Let us know who you think wins. The man who stands for better things or the sexual arse licker. But it is round one on Gasbuff. Let's go.
Already winning. So Sam was in my academy team, and honestly, you were my pick to win, bro. I thought you'd jump off and hit the ground running like the Flintstones. Now I have a problem. If I don't 30 a rookie, I look like a big joke. But if he doesn't do well, I look like a shit coach. See, I started in academy, now I'm sitting in the captain's seat, and I hate punching down, but I am at a peak you haven't reached, and expecting you to climb was a fantasy. I've had to promo what won't grow like magic beans. Talk back to your teacher, I'll slap the skin off your face, then we'll see who has the cheek. Here's some feedback, you suck at rapping. Outside of a tournament, this doesn't happen. He isn't worthy, I'm giving him a 30, quick and dirty, have him tapping in the first like a good student. Essay submitted early. You'd be in the group with Hamill and Pagan if you'd done your job. It's a paradox. You're only in my league because you're not one.
Let's go. First round of Sam.
Shut up, Ghast. You posh little scrub nugget. Your bird's pussy so deep can do 40 lengths in that cum bucket. Catch me with plankton, plotting schemes at the chum buckets. I've got fingers in many pies. I use your mad as a glove puppet. See, this is me fax thesis. With your old haircut, you look like a downy Jack Grealish, but you're a slaphead now. I'll do that to your back, Caesars. I'm the truth you've never seen, like the image of Black Jesus.
Respect.
You little posh boy rapper. What the fuck are those Rizzle kicks? What the fuck are those Rizzle kicks? I throw sticks in rivers, you roam the river sticks. See, you might be the favourite, but they only bet on you for your name like horse racing. You're on a good run, but I don't care what your form's saying. My form's saying you make it look like white guys don't have guns. That's just forced hatred, because when I fire shots, even the corn casing's Caucasian. Being a nerd must really take it out of you, I guess. That's that Mordor toll. You look like a warlord troll who's on the dole. See, skinhead or mophead, either way I wipe the floor with you. I'm digging deep with this one like the mines of Moria. Don't invite Gas to gaff, he'd be scared in the hose. Hobbit looking fucker, got mad hair on his toes. Time.
Let's go. Second round of Gas.
Yo, I don't need to be staffed to be running amok, but I've rigged it anyway. You're going to look silly when my mum is a judge. See, I get why you do a tryout. Saying you do battle rap's a pretty good icebreaker. But not every new guy has potential. Most are time wasters. Rappers that are only good with filler like rice paper. They want to stick their hand out for chokes like Vader till they get cut off like Luke with a lightsaber. See, when I heard Shotty say knife to a windpipe, it was a life changer. Because it reminded me I was bad when I was green. Now I want gold around my waist like the White Ranger. But you fell short of expectations. An overhyped failure. A washout. The lowest hanging fruit of my labor. I've seen him on beat, never seen him get a reload. A cappella wasn't as good as the girl next to him, Sam S.A. Rios. You can't ask for a bag if promoters are left holding, and you're not a hidden gem just because your battles get vaulted. I'm on a different tier, know your place. You've only just got here and your welcome's been overstayed. Go away, you don't give return on investment in an era where no one's paid to.
Go, second round on Sam.
You said I'm only here because I lost to a girl. Stop forcing it, Don. If you stop forcing it, Don. If you battled a bird, it'd be your first time ever talking to one. Yo.
Stop forcing it, Don.
I always say that, always. Yo. I sniff yayo off naked pussies. You put mayo on bacon butties. A Friday night for him, doom scrolling some nice memes. I told him bring the magnums, you brought the ice creams. You read Spider-Man comics on about the Daily Bugle. I sniff Bugle daily till I'm off me noodle. Berserk with it, built difference. We ain't competing constructions. You jerk off to come eating instructions. I mean, we all have our fetishes. But when you told me yours, I was like, whoa, that's wild. I asked him his favourite porn category. Bro said child. I'm fresh and clean. Always been the dopest. You're so dusty with it, you'll probably die from silicosis. You are a Fear 500 of a man. Quite compact. You see, if shit kicks off, I know a wild contact, whereas your biggest fear in life is having to maintain eye contact. See, you might show up on time, but I still can't trust you, Ghast. I guess that's the liability. If you can conceive him killing me, comes down to one thing, whether you believe in believability. Time.
Let's go, final round of Ghast.
See, he walked in the venue, but when he leaves, Sam will be carried. He says, I've never spoke to a girl. I'm happily married. Ah. So the whole point of this tournament is to rebuild the scene and open doors, and we've all kept the pen sharp to go to war. The results are a secret. Only Briggsy knows the scores. But I've never seen someone lose a battle in their intro before. He's not even begun his round and stunned the crowd. Yo, it's Sam Essay, and the essay stands for sexual assault. Does it now? What was your backup? Yo, Sam Essay, don't give a fuck what you think. I'm the reason women cover the drink. Now, I know anything goes in a rap battle, but telling the only active woman you'll have her manhandled is a bad angle. Oh, but he'll say we're trying to have Sam cancelled. This whole tournament's rigged as hell. We don't want a real rapper to win the belt. We're all a gossipy woke mob playing kiss and tell. Biggest conspiracy this side of Splinter Cell. Then he'll beg Hulk for don't flop bookings till he falls out with him as well. Talk big online, shit himself. Then the cancer takes itself out. Ring the bell. To be fair, if there was truth to it, he wouldn't be here battling me. If we actually believed that Sam was a creep, we'd ask him to leave. With a bat to the knees. 3.
Yo, oh, you're married. You're married. I'll turn you to a widow. Ooh. Yo, lad, I'll turn you to a widow. She's a woman. No, she's an anime pillow. You throw on the hentai like time for a major goon. You throw on the hentai like time for a major goon. You get your bear to do anime cosplay and call her Sailor Poon. Anime cosplay? Fuck that shit. I keep a blade hidden like I'm Will Ospreay. You can't wing this sauce. I'll skin you like Buffalo Bill a spliff. You paint your face like a juggalo. This is battle rap, bitch. We've all had sex with your mother, bro. Battle rap nepo, baby. I bet your auntie wrote the Gruffalo. Because your premier battles. You in the team like peas inside a pod, but you've been made to turn to me because they was desperate, so you better treat me like a god. See, you're part of the staff, but it's only me, myself, and I who I'm accompanied by. This is work for you to come with a rhyme, so today, your death's on company time. You have to listen to Briggz. He can boss you about. This overtime for you. Extra pay, you'll have to argue about. Funny. You had to clock into the event, but don't worry, lad, I'll clock you out. Because I don't believe a word you say, Ghast. Whereas me, I was made for the kill like a hunting reserve. When you speak, I'm like, I must have misheard. When I speak, you'll get what you fucking deserve. Because there's a difference between a man of many words and a man of his word. Time.
Let's go. Thanks for noise for that battle, man.
Killed it, man.
Good battle.
Homeschool judging Gasbuff versus Sam Essay. I'll keep this one fairly brief. The first round, I thought Ghast had some of the best writing I've seen from anyone in this tournament. I thought the essay submitted early bar was barred the battle easily. I think he pretty clearly got round 1. I think round 2 was a little bit closer. I edged that to Ghast as well. And I think Sam Essay had a really good set of rebuttals to start the third. And unfortunately, that was the round where Ghast picked a really good angle, and I think he got that one too. So I have Ghast winning each round of this battle.
It's good. It's Mav. Merry fucking Christmas, lads. Just watched Sam SA versus Gasbuff. Give the battle 2-1 to Sam SA. It's hard to break it down round by round because I literally think every single round is close. But yeah, I give the battle 2-1. I thought Sam just had that a little bit more oomph in terms of his performance, in terms of his delivery, and when you're splitting hairs, those types of things matter. So to me, I give the battle 2-1 Sam SA.
Sean Cray just judged Ghast Buff versus Sam SA. It's a really tough one. I've watched this one twice because I watched it about an hour ago, and it was like all I had was shrug emoji next to it. I really couldn't call it. I think the only clear-cut round I gave was the third to Sam SA. With the others, it's a style clash, and yeah, I don't feel like it was the best version of Ghast I've seen, and it was one of the better Sam SAs I've seen. I just feel like what it came down to on two tight rounds was maybe Ghast's experience just kind of showed a little bit. It's a tricky environment, small, next to no crowd in there. Certain things that you might expect to get a laugh for a joke here and there, you're not quite getting it. I feel like Sam SA was falling foul to that a little bit. There was lots of gaps in between, and it just made his flow a bit more jagged. You get that jagged flow, you get even less laughs in the bits where you expect it. Whereas like Ghast went for more of a small room kind of approach, where he had some angles and whatever. He stuck to the plan. He just got him out. He had his flow, and yeah, I just feel like I've just edged it 1 and 2 to Ghast, and the 3 clearly to Sam SA. So 2-1 Ghast.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to Premier Battles. As I said earlier, you have got me tonight for this episode to ensure we are delivering 3 levels of high quality battles every single Sunday. We will be back to the studio setup situation the second we manage to lock in the venue. But we have just watched a fantastic battle to kick off this week's show. Sam SA went up against Gasbuff, with Gasbuff taking the win, but it wasn't as easy as Gasbuff probably assumed it was going to be. That for me was probably Sam SA's most composed and best performances give on the Premier Battles. He was this close. But the judging decision did come down to 2-1, with Maverick actually pushing it in favour of the newcomer Sam SA. Now that does mean Sam SA unfortunately has been eliminated from the competition, with Gasbuff going through with all 3 wins from 3 battles and topping Group B. But what I will say as a promoter, Sam SA is someone this tournament was perfect for. He's got some big names under his belt right now. He's got Bowsker and he's also got Gasbuff on his resume. 2 battlers, let's be real, that he might have had to be battling for the next 12 months to even have a potential chance against. But a fantastic showing against Gasbuff means as promoters we can now look at this and go, right, well, let's test him in the water against somebody else. He gave a great showing in this battle against Gasbuff, and like I said, probably his best performance in Premier Battles so far. Gasbuff took his foot off the gas a little bit on this. I think he thought this battle was going to be a bit easier than it actually turned out to be. But he did do enough to seal a 2-1 win. And like I say, Gasbuff moves into the last 16 of the tournament, where he will face Sam Hypes, as Sam Hypes finished second in his group, just below Quicksilver. So that is now set up for the final 16. Gasbuff versus Sam Hypes will be going ahead. Right, second battle of the night. First of all, shouts to Cardtricks UK for being the official sponsor of Premier Battles, where winning matters. They are also sponsoring the August 1st live event for the grand final in London. Get yourself tickets. Early birds are gone. We will be live at Hootenanny. Premier Battles champion Gemini is confirmed to return on that card, and obviously the grand final of this tournament, where someone will walk away with £3,000, will be the co-headline of one of our biggest cards that we will be throwing. That being said though, battle number 2. Now this is a juicy one. This doesn't just come down to winning. I know the tournament's where winning matters, but Yanith has to do more than just win this battle. He goes up against Sevenwave, who is currently second in this group, who picked up a big win in the first round over Beyond, and unfortunately DW backed out the tournament, meaning he picked up an automatic 3 points in round number 2. Now, he does go against Yanith. Beyond is confirmed in the next round of the tournament, but Yanith is not only 3 points behind Sevenwave, he's also 5 judge rounds down. So this means he has to pick up 7 rounds minimum. Now, when we say 7 rounds minimum, what do we mean? So Yanith has to win this battle. If this battle goes to the judges and it's 2-1, 2-1, 2-1 to Yanith, meaning Yanith wins 3-0 but only picks up 6 judge rounds, that means, unfortunately, Sevenwave will finish ahead of him on judge rounds. Now, if Yanith picks up the bare minimum, which is 7, meaning Sevenwave picks up 2 judge rounds, this will level them out at 7 apiece, meaning then it will come down to head-to-head. If Yanith beats Sevenwave and manages to get 7 judge rounds, he will advance on the head-to-head format. All Sevenwave has to do, if he can't win, is just hang in there and at least pull 1 judge round from every single judge. This is all to play for. This is an exciting one. Yanith versus Sevenwave, and as my good mate Bobby Rex says, let's go down to the pit for some better rap.
Yanith, Manchester, looks like I'm back. I've only had 1 battle because DW dropped out. No one's heard from him. And I had my first ever like proper choke / stumble in battling. First time back after a few years away. So I'm going to put that down to ring rust. Obviously disappointed with that, but hopefully to make it right today. So obviously I've wrote 3 rounds for the battle, only battled once. All 3 have been very, very difficult to write for because they are all so new. Usually I've been fortunate enough, people that I've battled in the past, to have multiple battles out there. A lot of people that I've battled in the past are big personalities on social media. So for this, coming back and being in the development group, I've found it hard to research and write. However, that being said, I do think my material, when it's been written, has been a lot better than I was in the past. So it's swings and roundabouts. It's been difficult, but I think I've enjoyed it. Even though I'm a loud gobshite, and I do love the big room and a room when it's packed full of people, I did do the first Anarchy tournament during COVID where it was a small room. And what I found then and similar to now is you can articulate and have almost more nuanced material because you know the end user or the end viewer that's going to be watching it is going to be way more listening and not just there for the crowd reactions. So I think it makes it easier to actually write more nuanced stuff when it's in a small room setting. What am I expecting from Sevenwave? Irrelevant mum jokes, non-direct material, fast multis as if he's rapping to a grind beat, and just shit material.
Premier Battles, we're in Feel Weird Studios for the Where Winning Matters tournament. If you're in the building, make some fucking noise! Yeah! Shout out to Cardtricks UK for sponsoring the whole tournament. Tickets for the grand final, 1st of August, are on sale now. On the left-hand side, let them know who you are, bro.
Yeah, Sevenwave, Sheffield, all that shit, come on.
Oh, that shit.
And on the right-hand side, introduce yourself.
Yanith.
We flipped off camera, it's round 1 and Sevenwave, let's go.
Yo, I come on some Vegeta hype. Turn Super Saiyan when I beat his wife, he don't beat it right. He ain't into arse or tits, but he rather thinks feet are nice. What's in your roll up today, Yan? Cause I fully can't tell if it's weed or spice, he can't read or write. Get back to rehab and seek advice and then deep your life. Yo, I'm about to clash this sneak, he ain't buffed in weeks. For a fact it's peak and his mattress sheets covered in rats and fleas and his mum's on her hands and knees. In the town to make stacks and peas. Her pussy come looking like slabs of meat, mixed crack with weed. You're a tramp indeed. Why would you want to clash with me? Get slashed in free. Don't start with your hyping. From the start you was hiding, I'm hard when I'm rhyming. And you want to chat about whips. Your car is something that Barbie would drive in. I don't like it, my savage guys rhyming, a man I might... Yo, you can't challenge my writing, nah. Cause you're differently gassed, you shit in a clash, you need to stop spitting, you're mad. And it's Pete, your mother is a bitch and a slag. And she fully caught ace from kissing your dad. You ain't coming in to win, you ain't winning the clash. I'm spinning with raps, your mother is a missioning man, I'm finishing man. Lyrics that are killing a man. And you're gassing up your chick, but it's a man. Time. Fucking time.
Who told Mackenzie from Blazing Squad that he was taking off? Catch him in the end. Blazing rock with the mates that he says he's got. Thinking up all these harebrained schemes of making what, like, I know. Let's break into Poundland and take the lot. You are job seekers personified. That £72.90 a week is not a vibe. It's got you locked inside, ostracised. And that's why every meal that you have comes in a box and fried. He never looks for a job, but still when his JSA gets stopped, it's proper snide. Here's an idea. Instead of writing irrelevant multis about someone's mum's cunt, why don't you go on a job hunt? Better yet, why don't you do us all a favour? Rob Poundland, get locked up, because nobody wants Tommy Robinson's lost cub fucking the brands and the stocks up, because he's the type of man to say the line like, I smoke the sickest reefer like I'm Wiz Khalifa. No, dickhead, you sniff Wiz and drink White Lightning by the litre. The type of man to receive a DM from the game and still buys the feature, you fucking parcel. Time.
When you're inside of your home, you put makeup on like Kylie Minogue. Then you're striking a pose. Why for it though? Can't try to oppose, get a strike in the nose, or I'll draw for a knife and a poke, start slicing your throat, you'll be likely to choke like a tied with a rope. Me, I'll come grimy with flows like Wiley, you know, man, I colder than ice in the snow. God, the niceness. So don't lie to me, bro. There's no females, just guys on your phone. You're on grinding, you know, trying to vibe with a bloke and you're white as a ghost, but it's black that you try to be dough. Man can't try with me, no, when your wife is a host, she's slimy and gross, and the size of her nose is wider than most. If I strike in a throne, you'd be lied in the road. Yo, and I'll carve with a blade, then start slashing up a part of your face. Try starting me straight with bars, I'm a great. You're margarine weight, cause you can't finish half of your carve every plate. Ain't hard to debate. You must have been out in a party for days, or a bar in a rave, and you took more shots than an archery place. Nari's a waste. He's got a rainbow rug in his kitchen. I put my hand in his girlfriend's pussy and my arm still fits in the Yo, he's got a rainbow rug in his kitchen. I put my hand in his girlfriend's pussy and my arm still fits in. In the chat, you're a victim. You don't want to clash with a kingpin. The fact is, I'll rinse him. You have to be drinking. You'll float too, but you're actually sinking. I don't know what you're actually thinking. The slag that you're linking is nasty and stinking. Boom, time.
You are terrible at this. What made you think that you would end up paid? Stood there looking like you're still going through a fucking end-ups phase. You rap on 140. You sound like you sniff lines by the meter. So that end-ups branding kind of does complete you. Especially when you stood there looking like you've had more work in the face than the singer to Lisa. Because you are terrible. I've said it again. I don't give a fuck what you've wrote with a pen, because guess what? One snap, I'll have him gone like Thanos in the end, because you are shit. What made you think that you were getting this far? You should have stayed at home in Sheffield today, not got in the car, and let Briggsy tell you that you were not going far. Time. Fuck's sake.
You ain't leveling a man. Your mum drinks Stella in a can, then hits your dad. You got the same haircut as Hitler had. Picture that. Man, just switch attack, bitch, you're mad. Man, just rip the track, it's a fact. You don't want to think to clash, sprint and dash. Got it unlocked like I hit the fag. Smoke like, no wonder you're actually pissed, cause you smell like a bin man after a shift. I'll put my hands in a fist, smash when I swing it or fracture your chin for the chat that you bring. You smell like rats in a bin. Nasty and ting, don't chat to me king, cause you think you can actually clash me and win. That's mad, cause it ain't, you just gas to be in. Shit, yo. Fucking... fuck it time, yo. Fuck it.
You spit on 140, but when you talk like a sloth. I'm gluttonous for this win. Something like a pig in a trough. The manager from Pride putting you on the platform was a sin. I'm now kicking him off because I'm greedy for the win. So you'll see Sevenwave by when I put his head in a box. You aren't hard to attack because you don't respect the art of the craft. You ain't hard to attack because you don't respect the art of the craft, and I can show you why every round that you've structured ain't far from collapse, because I can use DW's legs to count how many direct bars that you've had. Me, marksman attack, straight from his neck. You are terrible. Basic at best. The Patreons here have basically paid the event, but they've seen everything that you've thrown, not Hitman, so they've just paid for your death, because you rapped about threesomes with horses and goats. That is nauseous and gross. What the fuck made you take that awkward approach? Bestiality bars. The RSPCA should get you and Beyond and torture you both, because this entire group has been nothing but a shit show. I came back to battle rap on some big smoke, and now all I want to do is swan dive into a sinkhole. Time.
Yeah, it's the Cray Dog. Just judged Yanith versus Sevenwave. Well, it was... Yanith had more of an orthodox battle rap kind of style in it. Sevenwave kind of was rapping at like a grime tempo, and I don't know, he'd probably say he was freestyling, but I feel like if he was freestyling, he would have said more about Yanith. He would have said more about what he looked like, what he was wearing. He'd say stuff about the room and whatever. I think he was just rapping whatever, like mixtape verses or any kind of little rhymes he could think of, and he blagged it, basically. He probably still took the second, funnily enough. Yeah, no, it was... I'd say, yeah, Yanith got the first and the third. 2-1 Yanith.
Yo, what's good? It's Marv, just judging Yanith versus Sevenwave. I think this is a pretty clear 3-0 to Yanith, just in terms of the delivery, the way he diversified his bars, the punchlines included. You know, Sevenwave seems to have this thing where he picks a multi and just raps on the same multi for ages, but it just means his content's a bit lackluster. So I give Yan 3-0. Shout out both of these guys.
Yo, what's good? Kami GBR. We are here. Let's talk about it. Sevenwave versus Yanith. Now, I do think both of these guys have potential, and Yanith's been here for a little minute, and he knows exactly what to do, and he's very clear and pronounced as he raps. And Sevenwave, I think we need someone of experience needs to sit him down and try and work on how the writing comes across. It's not quite coming across for a cappella battle rap. It's coming across for on beat stuff. I can put a beat on that and it get more reaction, but it's it kind of hides the material in the rhythm of what is said. And when you take it line for line, it's kind of like, like random filler line to keep the pattern. And it's quite common in all three of Sevenwave's rounds. So let's just do this real quick. I think Yanith won the first round. I think it was more clear and concise in battle rap. And I think the biggest reaction that Sevenwave got in the first was saying that his wife, Yanith's girl, was a man. Because he was just going too quickly through the material. So Yanith kind of was easy to digest, and the material was working. So Yanith got the first. Sevenwave was better in the second. It did get more reaction, and unfortunately, I can't defend Yanith on that one. Yanith, it just, deer in the headlight moment when it's done, it's done, and you just need to cut it. I know that feeling sucks. Like everyone's watching you. Like, if anything, Sevenwave probably needs to look at someone like Ghast Buff and Kingsley, who are even Celester, who are so confident in their pockets that being that confident, they can stop and they can go again and not worry about the ramifications of being silent. So I'm giving that one to Sevenwave on the second. But let's get to the third. So the third round, Wave fumbles the third. Like, just kind of the same in the second. Deer in the headlight. You can kind of catch that Sevenwave is trying to rap in that speed and that tempo that he's stumbling. and because he's just trying to keep the pocket, and his brain's on overdrive, and so he's the words are leaving his brain before they leave his mouth. And it was quite evident in the first and definitely the third here. And Yanith just sort of kept it composed, kind of drove it home and won the third. So this battle is 2-1 Yanith, first and third. Appreciate Premier Battles as always. Kami GBR. We've been here. Peace.
Yo, and we're back from the second battle of the day. Shouts to Cardtricks for the Where Winning Matters tournament. But Yanith Taylor scraped through this tournament by the absolute skin of his teeth. Now, he never does things the easy way, Yanith. In life, he's not even an easy person to deal with. But he finished this round with 7 judged wins and went through over the head-to-head stipulation of the tournament. Unfortunately, that means Sevenwave joins DW and exits the tournament. Whoever wins the next battle between Hamill and Pagan will find themselves in a matchup with Yanith, as he's now finished second in his group, setting up the last 16 battle between Hamill and Pagan versus Yanith. It's all to play for, boys and girls. But that being said, final battle of the night, and this is a massive one. It's not just a part of the Where Winning Matters tournament. Obviously, the winner of this battle between Pagan and Hamill will top their group and find themselves in a matchup with Yanith for the final 16. But it's more than that. Last year, we ran the Academy 25 tournament. For people that don't know what the Academy 25 tournament is, it's a tournament we set up to develop battlers. A lot of new people come in that have never battled before, and a lot of battlers who really haven't sort of found their place in the scene. We put them in a tournament structure, and they get to battle each other for the winner to be decided. Previous battlers that have come through this format are the likes of Major Concerns, LS Dean, Bizzo, Visuals, Slester, Kingsley Thunder, Frost, iKid. There's so many. The list goes on and on and on for people that have come through the Academy tournament. It's really become a staple in Premier Battles and an amazing platform for us to develop our skills. And this year we set up Team North versus Team South. Team North headed up by Stro and Team South was headed up by Troubz. Pagan was the captain for Team South and Hamill was the captain for Team North. Obviously, both of these battles won their respective divisions, with Hamill being crowned North champion and Pagan being crowned South champion. This is the national final. The winner of this battle not only tops the group in Where Winning Matters and gets a chance to face Yanith in the last 16, and let's be honest, we all want a chance at punching Yanith up in the last 16 in the tournament, don't we? But they also get to go home as the Academy 25 champion, meaning whatever happens in this tournament, they have earned themselves a prize of an international battle, go overseas, or get an international on a major Premier Battles card. They can decide what they want to do once they win this battle. Now, this is one that's been highly anticipated. People were talking about this battle the second we announced both of these people in the Academy tournament. The fact they both come from relatively unknown, works their way through, now come into this tournament of Where Winning Matters is a testament to the hard work they've put in. So, Cardtricks UK, Where Winning Matters. Let's go down to the pit for the last battle of the night. Pagan versus Hamill, Academy 25 final. Let's go.
Hamill, 24, residing from the Wirral, representing the Wirral and Liverpool. Big up Premier Battles.
Hey, Pagan, out of Glasgow, battling on Premier Battles Where Winning Matters tournament.
Swimmingly. I think it's went well. I wish I got to showcase what I had for Dynamic Mike. I think that would have been a good battle. I like his style, his approach to things, and I like the way I approach that material. So definitely wish I could have performed that, but the B-Ramble battle went well. I feel like there were areas for improvement. Definitely went away and worked on that and corrected it. So overall, I've really enjoyed it so far. Excited to continue that on today.
Good, can't complain. Turned up, got my rounds out, clean, decent performances. Everyone's turned up and given their best. It's been good.
Which ones have surprised me the most? I'd say Dynamic Mike versus Pagan. I think the form Pagan's in right now, everyone expected them to kind of steamroll Mike a little bit, which is bad to say, but Mike's very new still. But Mike had a brilliant first round. I believe I actually gave the first round to Mike in the room, so that one was quite surprising. I think off the top of my head, Kingsley Dojo was interesting. That was a cool battle. I didn't expect it to go the way it did. So yeah, there have been a couple so far. Couple that have surprised everyone, I think.
A lot of people have surprised me. So in my bracket, Dynamic Mike, when he battled me, was very strong. He leaned into his style a lot. He was very good, and he'd clearly improved because he's only had, 4 or so battles, and he'd improved at a higher, faster rate than people expected him to, and he made it quite competitive. B Ramble did what she did very well. Again, I still feel like I got both of those battles, but they gave a good account of themselves, and it was a lot of fun in the pit.
A lot. That's been the goal from the jump. So I think going into this battle, I'm more motivated, more concentrated, more prepared than I've been in the past year or so I've been doing this. So that's been the goal from the beginning. I don't want to say he has been the goal from the beginning, but ultimately winning the academy, getting right to the point I'm at now, performing well, that's what I wanted to do, and that's what I'm going to do.
Who do you think the person to beat in the tournament is?
Ooh, there's a few. I think Crow is very strong. Crow's very experienced. He's pretty much good at everything. He can be funny. He can angle. Gasbuff as well is just a really good writer, and he's an absolute dog with a bone.
As of right now, Pagan. In terms of moving forward after that, it's difficult, right? Because you don't know what group you're going to get or what person from what group you're going to get necessarily. So I think in terms of the dangers, I think you've always got to watch out for someone like Kingsley, who can be very funny. Frost, who can be so good in a short round, short amount of time, utilises the time very effectively. You've got people who we haven't seen in a while, like De Berk, who are very talented. So I think, look, I'm not looking past this one today, but in terms of moving forward, I understand there are dangers within the tournament, and I'm excited to face all of them.
Will we be seeing you in the next round?
I think so. I think I got through. I'm pretty confident in that. So yeah, I'm pretty confident I'll be in the next round. Who I'll be battling, unsure.
Will you see me in the next round? Absolutely, yeah.
Tournament. If you're with us in the building, make some noise. Shouts to Cardtricks UK for sponsoring this tournament, and the tickets for the grand final August 1st in London and now on sale. That being said, it's the first time I'm going to say this as well. This battle will decide the winner of the Academy 25 tournament. So make some noise for these two. On the left hand side, you've seen him before. Let him know who you are, bro.
Pagan, Glasgow, let's fucking rap.
And on the right hand side, he was the captain of Team North. Introduce yourself.
Hamill, Premier Battles, where winning matters. Let's fucking go, man. Come on.
This is a 3-round judge battle. Pagan decided he wants to start round 1. Round 1, Pagan, let's go.
So it's Finn versus Finn. And what angle are you going to use? How I don't choke or lose, how my opponents do, how I'm the jigsaw killer, I expose the truth and rip them all apart as I control the room. What they expect of me is what they hope for you. You said this was war and I hope it's true, because word is bond like a branding iron, and that's something I will hold you to. Yeah, they built you up brick by brick, which Finn will win. This is it. Will he sink or swim? Who gives a shit when he's doing it in the river Styx? Kick Nelly bumped your shoulder and you acted like he shivved your ribs, you little prick. Looking like a young Joey Barton. And he is a bit, only he was known to kick a bitch. You were made to look a bitch by kick. One night round my gaff, bro, you're in a bag going back home. You're not Stephen Gerrard, kid, you couldn't manage in Glasgow. You bus your bus stations as the passengers pass so you can hassle them to grab your album, you asshole. Try that shit with me and I'm cracking a man's dome. Try slip me a disc and I'm snapping your backbone. You turn up at my local, we will beat your arse, I promise. Smash you with the Guinness glass and you won't see the barman stop it. Beat you to the logo with seen and a scarring from it. Get him by the throat and never let it go. Just keep harping on it. You act tough to fit in. It isn't you at your core, Jehovah's Witness. You turned heel to get your foot in the door, and that's one.
Yo, we good, yeah? Yeah. He said a couple of things in that verse I just can't respect.
Funny you said something about a branding iron when you're the one who's been marked for death. Listen, prick, it's a battle you wanted, it's a battle you'll get, and that's all, prick. You'll need saving in this war. It's not Hacksaw Ridge. The fact I've been killing people isn't a mystery. The writing's on the wall, the ink is a picture, see. I put the graphic into calligraphy. If me and you jumped on a track, that'd be similar to the recent tube attacks in ways for sure. Both on the same platform, but I'm taking your head off, then you can really show us your trainer. Don't get me wrong, one day you might make a song they do, play on they loop, but 3 battles this year, he's the one they choose. Thank God I caught him at the right time and place, like a rendezvous. If we scuffle, he won't have a fucking clue where he is in the melee. Fuck you and your team. I don't care what they say. Your tongue deadly as mace spray. Funds empty till payday. He's also called Finn with an F-I-O. Yeah, his mum spelt it the gay way. Listen. It's mine, it's me. He's also called Finn with an F-I-O. Yeah, his mum spelt it the gay. Listen, Fiona, one of us is... Listen, Fiona, one of us is destined for this shit. I'm not pretending that it's him. So what, you feel weird? Look at the venue that we're in. He said... What? He said, let my fam in because you've never known hunger like that. Now you're talking to a stray dog. Let my fam in because you've never known hunger like that. Now you're talking to a stray dog. We only share a name, Don. Yes, we're both killers. We just ain't the same one. I'm the monster the other monsters are afraid of. Keep time. Yeah, Mum.
So Finn said I had the same kind of impact as him, but while you were losing to Coupar in that major embarrassment, I was getting praise off Big K for my battling. So all that shade just makes you look even more Caucasian, man, pack it in. But you live in my shadow, of course you pale in comparison. Fuck you and your impersonations, you lame cunt. I am who I am, you are who you take your traits from. Keep switching characters, I never had to play one. Have no personality and so you have to take one. Do all those impressions and yet you haven't made one. And if it's not my style you're biting, I bet it's based off Texas Chain with those impressions. Mate, you only kill to wear your better traits like Leatherface, and then you're rapping like you'll stab a guy. For you, that shit is pantomime. These hands of mine will piece a man up like Victor Frankenstein. Harry Houdini, you put yourself in a massive bind and you're strapped for time. Don't have a style, so you're snatching mine. I don't judge a book by its cover, but I am surprised I managed to find a brand new hard copy that lacks a spine. I hate the way you bite. Reminds me of those ancient sites. Passage tombs made precise for the winter race to strike. I've eclipsed my son because he ain't as bright, and we're all here to see pagan light hit the grave tonight. You followed in my footsteps, now they're kicking in your doors. You've been swimming in my wake, now we're visiting yours, and that's 2.
Said some things in that last round. Honestly, I thought they might slap. Honestly, I thought they might slap. Sorry, lad, I didn't realise you and Big K were mates like that. Fucking wanker. What a wanker. Yo. There aren't many things he won't say for sake of winning. Pagan turns up and intimidates opponents. Well, today they'll say you didn't. Take an idiom, flip it round, it's blatant plagiarism. Always trying to be the bully. Well, today you play the victim. I beat B Ramble comfortably without making her feel uncomfortable. You felt like you needed to go with a seedy approach. One of the many stunts you pull. You were rapping about a home, a living, a clothes, a women. But I guess that's what bullies do. Make others feel alone and twisted for being grown and different. Because deep down, you're unhappy with your own existence. You've got women in the venue doubting if they inside a safe space. Because whenever he drops a bang average punchline, he makes one very similar to KSI's rape face. Oh, you know the one I'm talking. You know what I mean? That shit. Oh, but he's a guest in the House of Hip Hop. We're all squatters on the property. Didn't you get evicted from your property in Scotland, G? First tier tribunal, I was like, fuck me, am I reading this right? You weren't paying rent, got pieced with a fine, and served the gayest court summons I've ever seen in my life. And to think people said you'll need the big guns for this one, I said, relax, I'll erase them with a simple artillery. Back to the basics. His corpse will be stitched together and reattached to sustain him. If you're thinking that's a lie, think Victor Frankenstein. He tried to play God, really act like he made it, but never quite understood the monster that he created.
So this is 12 in a row now. Starting to look like Pay can't lose, but in life, lads, I've been made black blue. Take that bruise, tape that wound, then get straight back through. So seeing Finn taking a beating, that's just deja vu. And you don't even know my thoughts are troubling. My therapist really might be onto something. I'll leave him outside the hospital tied in knots and bludgeoned. It's a bad habit of mine. Always known for trauma dumping. You beat me. Are you having me on? Whatever you're puffing on, that pack must be strong, because you need a bottle for this smoke like the gravity bong. I used to smoke too. When the boys would be down, I'd sit and torch it. I was that annoying, me clown. The spliff had hoard it. Now I'm not enjoying the loud. That shit is forfeit. But I can still stop joints moving round with rigor mortis. You oversell your material. You oversell your material. You don't perform it. To get that body, you have to force it like a corset. I'm not a child like you, but I'm still torching corpses, and I put up more 30s under 30 than the Forbes list. I don't give a fuck if what you roll's purple or what you roll's purple. You're not pagan just because you sit in a stone circle.
Bush, ain't got time for your manners.
I grew more trees
Wanna see war, man, with a pen, I ain't just causing damage.
My tree and see the bodies bounce in the wind. To swing for taking this boat on a whim. High on trees.
It's for winning matters. We ain't got time for bush, ain't got time for your manners. We wanna see war, man, with a pen out here just causing damage.
This round I thought I'd say what everyone thinks.
It's when it matters.
He acts like a politician on Twitter.
See how much up on my graph
in
now.
whatever he writes,
Take it
like he
all,
should
back
be
up.
elected tonight.
See my money came an issue, sure. So we see that up a grass house. Now I'm cleaning on my rack count. If it's needed, put the cash down. Catch a chopper to the face. Let's see the beneath your mask now.
Today you've never been.
We all about it, so I'm around me, still ain't gonna back down.
Yes, we have the same name, but I'm everything you aren't, Finn. I'll have him drowning in his own blood as if he can't swim. Fishmonger, I'll carve Finn. Blade sticking out like a shark fin. You battled Red Rum and she said he had a cheese penis. How did he decide to respond to this? Smile nervously and outright acknowledge it. Look, I understand you've been lifting, son, but do you think the hammer in the boot of Wesley's car gives a fuck, you little cunt? You'll need stitching up. I understand you've been lifting, son. Do you think the hammer in the boot of Wesley's car gives a fuck, you little cunt? You'll need stitching up. The pen will drive on its own, like cruise control. Not one of you need the proof I'm home. He's stressed when the cam's rolling. What do you think this is, the Truman Show? What do you think this is, the Truman Show? You'd probably rhyme this with good to go. See? Got ya. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. Now you're just somebody that I used to know. He thought he could thrive within Prem, survive all the tests, but the only thing you've been killing is the vibe of events, and it's different in this jungle. You can't shout, I'm a celeb. I'll save up your sick thoughts when you grimace. You told people you're not comfortable talking to women. We know, but then you treat it as some form of a gimmick, and to think this dickhead really thought he was winning time. Fire, man. Fire.
Good. Just finished watching Hamill versus Pagan, and round of applause to both of these lads, because that third round, like, from both of them was just so crazy. Loved both of the thirds. I think Hamill showed a real gulf in class across the entire battle, though. I think Pagan's first was a little light, and whilst he had the bars in the first, Hamill ticked a lot more boxes in terms of delivery, control, presence. Like everything else was really showing the personality and the character. Pagan kind of warmed into the battle, whereas Hamill just came like out swinging from the first. It's really hard for me to call it on round by round, because if I go round by round, I give it 3-0 Hamill. But I think that Pagan makes especially the second two rounds so close. So I call it 2-1. You can pick which round Pagan takes from the second and third. Like, these lads really showed out. But Hamill overall across the entire battle on every single base, I think beats Pagan. So yeah, great battle to watch, and this is one I'm looking forward to watching back. So respect.
Yeah, Sean Cray just judging Pagan versus Hamill. Brilliant battle, to be honest. On paper, it looked like a really good one, and it really delivered. 6 really good rounds. 2 quite similar styles to them. A bit of like Ryo versus Ken about it. And yeah, they both came right in, and yeah, it's good. It was good writing, it was good punchlines, and they really, really did match each other. So it's tricky because you've got to try and work out who's just about taking each round. The way that I kind of separated them slightly, I feel like in the first round, they were neck and neck with the punches. But I just feel like Hamill just had a little bit more sauce. Like, it was a bit more... He opened with that flip, which was a really good one. His second round flip wasn't as great, but it was a really good flip. He was matching Pagan for the writing, but then he was just dropping in jokes that were like, not just silly old jokes, they were jokes that were hitting and getting big reactions. And I just think that set him aside slightly. If you were there just purely just going, oh, who's got the better pen and whatever, Pagan stuck to it more. Hamill kind of did go between the two, and I think he was the full package, and it's the second round as well. As I say, the flip wasn't as great, but I just think he had more about him, and so it was 2-0. The third, I would have given it 3-0 if I thought it was, but I was really, really happy that it wasn't, like, because, as I say, Pagan would have beaten a lot of people that battled on that day and got wins, because he was really, really good. He got the third round. I think Hamill's angles were a bit about Twitter and about battles that people might not have seen and whatever, and he suffered because of that, whereas Pagan might have had his best round in the third, so he definitely took that third round. 2-1 Hamill, brilliant battle. Both of them really, really good. I hope they both go through.
Is pathogenic judging Pagan versus Hamill. This is the closest battle that I have judged throughout the entirety of what Premier has going on this year, and it was phenomenal. Both of these guys have a ton of potential moving forwards. I would love to see them keep it up. I think that Pagan had great material, great presence, but I do have Hamill winning it 2-1 with the second and third. Just a little bit more poignant, a little bit more presence to go with. Very, very great punchlines overall. So Hamill 2-1.
Yo, what's going on? Welcome back to Premier Battles, where winning matters. By the way, if you've not already, make sure you click subscribe. But the most important thing is click like and let us know in the comments what you thought of the battle so far. Who won, who lost. The way we drive up the algorithm is by communicating with each other in the comments. Let's really drive it up and make YouTube go, you know what? People are watching this every week, so we're going to watch it every week. Also, the individual battles are dropping tonight on Patreon. Patreon.com/Premier Battles. The 4K versions do drop the night after the live stream, but they do drop first, so you get to see them before they come on the channel. Make sure you are also watching the individual battles that are dropping on the channel. But enough of that. Academy 25 final has just taken place, and the winner of this year's Academy Series from Liverpool is Hamill. And it was an absolute fantastic performance. Hamill's someone that's really coming to his own. Pagan, same again. I'm even willing to stick my neck out and say this might be the best Academy final we have had so far. Now, that is testament to both of these battlers when you look at some of the past finals we've had. They both came, they both put on a show, and they both earned the right to call themselves Academy finalists. Now, Hamill has won the tournament, which means he will now get to decide if he wants an international battle on Prem or he goes overseas and does a battle somewhere else. We will provide that opportunity for him as the winner of the Academy Series. But it also means Hamill now tops the group, and by doing that means he set himself up with a last 16 battle against Yanith. Pagan will now go against Beyond, as Beyond finished top of his group. So there's 2 more last 16 battles that have been set up. And what a battle it was. Pagan and Hamill, from a promoter's point of view, as just like to say, from Premier Battles, really well done on the tournament so far. You gave the tournament a lot of credibility going into this year, and you provided a platform for not just you guys, but the likes of B Ramble and Dynamic Mike. Guys that have come through this year and not battled before have really been given a platform to push forward. And it was you two especially that were pushing everybody else and raising the bar continuously through the tournament. That's what the Academy setup is for, and you've done the league and the tournament proud. So congratulations to both of you, both absolute worthy winners. Hamill, really well done, and Pagan, don't worry about the loss. You've still got a big future in UK battle rap. But let me know what you think. Let me know in the comments if you thought that was the right decision. Who do you think would be good matchups for Hamill? Who would be a good matchup for Pagan? Just because Pagan didn't win the tournament doesn't mean his run in Premier Battles is over. Visual lost in the final. Major Concerns lost in the final. They've been there. They've managed to establish themselves in the tournament and really grow with Prem. And I'm expecting the same from both of you guys. But that's it for tonight's show. Hopefully we are back in the live studio segments. But if not, let me know how we can improve it. Did this work? I don't know. You might not want to look at me anymore. We really need Bobby Rex back, don't we? Because Bobby Rex is the light and the star of this show. And I don't want to take it away because he absolutely nails it every time. But you know what? When we're in a predicament, we're in a predicament and we have to fix things. We have to work on the spot to make sure every Sunday we deliver a list of battles that you are going to want to watch. But that's it for tonight's show. We will be back next week for the final round of the group stages. This is where it all gets real. Next week we have 4 battles on the channel. Dynamic Mike will face B Ramble to finish 3rd in the Academy Series. Both battlers unfortunately have had their tournament come to an end, but it's a great way for one of them to finish 3rd place for the Academy Series. Frost versus De Burke. Whoever wins this battle, both of them are going through, but whoever wins that battle will be top of the group and push themselves into a more favourable position into the last 16. Dojo versus Hulk. Everything is to play for in this battle. The loser goes home. As simple as that. If Dojo loses or Hulk loses, they go home. The winner puts themselves at the top of that group, meaning they will face Dub T in the final 16 of the tournament. And the last one is Bowski versus Slester. Bowski's job isn't done yet. A win here against Slester will cement him in the last 16 of the tournament, where they'll face Quicksilver, as Quicksilver won his group. But it's not all said and done. Slester, a very experienced battler, will be looking to make sure he exits the tournament with a win under his belt and make sure he goes out with his head above his chest. But make sure you click subscribe. We'll see you next week. Where Winning Matters, sponsored by Cardtricks, Premier Battles. Let's go.